Hello everyone, happy morning to you all. So, we are starting a new fresh course, a bridge course on professional ethics. I'm Dr. Rekha Kiran Kumar here, SRM faculty. So, let's check it out. So, today we are going to discuss about introduction of ethics in general. Ethics. What exactly ethics? Ethics is a rational reflection of what is right and what is wrong. So it is not just the legality, it is up to us and based on the personality, based on the human behavior, our mindset says, right? uh, like what we must do and what we must not do. So that is what ethics is all about. To my version, if you ask, ethics is something without causing any issues to anybody, without creating any nuisance to others. We need to follow the decorum. So that is what ethics is all about. So same thing which we need to apply when it comes to working environment. Most important, the professional ethics. So that we'll discuss later. So in general, ethics, it's all about the principle which we need to follow in our life. It's about the truth, trust, honesty, loyalty, respect, integrity, and so on. So, so as you all know, ethics is a term which derived from Latin word, and they are coined in Greek as well. Ethikos. Ethics is arranged of a decent principle and branch of attitude. Okay, so what is good for an individual and a society? So as an individual, as a responsible person, uh, our behavioral aspect should not create any nuisance or any harm to another fellowhood. That is very very important. So if we follow that without creating any nuisance or any issues or any hurdles to other fellowhood, one more human being, or to the general public, the society as a whole, that we tend to call it as ethics. So keep this in your mind always. So our ultimate, you know, appreciable human behavior, we tend to call it as ethics. The principle, the basic principle which we need to follow to be a mankind. So the meaning of ethics, so far I have explained in general my own version. Now we are going to discuss about the theoretical stuff. The ethics refers to the evaluation of moral values, principle, standard of human contact, and its application in daily life to determine the acceptable human behavior. As I mentioned already, you know, the acceptable manner. The other should not claim any issue against our behavior aspect. No one should raise a nuisance case against any behavior of any human being. That is what ethics is all about. The basic fundamental principle, being a human, what we need to do without creating any issue or any nuisance or any uh, problem to another fellowhood. That is what ethics is all about. So it is a balance between right and wrong. So there should be a stability, and more the ethics need to be towards what? Right side. Okay, the in the diagram it portrayed in the left hand side. That is what the right which you need to follow. The right need to be very high when it comes to ethics. And what and all stated, what and all comes to your mind, what and all strikes your mind that something wrong, that you should not follow if you want to follow the basic principle called ethics. So evolution of ethics, so the origin, from where it started and how it's grown up. So it's a biological term, like biological being a human, there are certain basic courtesy, basic behavioral aspect, more than anything, ourself is the best friend, they say, your heart, your soul will determine certain things, and that will inculcate in your mind saying, go ahead, do this, or else sometimes it says even no, stop doing it. So if we go, that's why people, like often many philosophers used to say, follow your mind. If you follow your mind, then automatically you can, you know rule the concept called following the ethics, leading a life with an ethical manner. So, when we want to discuss about the evolution of ethics, the origin is from the beginning of the human. How men, we all know, no, human is in, what to say, again an animal. Human came, evolved from a monkey, and from that time, from that origin, from that time onwards, ethics is there followed. So there is no specific era or a time period where ethics have originated. Like we say, 18th century, 15th century, nothing of that sort. It's from the beginning when the human have started evolving. From that point, when from that origin, the ethics is there in the universe. Fine. When it comes to the types of ethics, these are the basic types. Meta ethics, nominative ethics, applied and descriptive ethics. So we'll discuss in detail what it is. So when it comes to meta, it's a branch of ethics that seeks to understand the nature of ethical properties, statement, attitude, and judgment. So it is the basic, like making your attitude, behavior, statement, or judgment against anything, against any human or any issue or any object, you know. So that we call it as meta ethics. Then, when it comes to nominative ethics, is a study of ethical action. Uh, we say action and reaction. So here it talks about action. Descriptive. It's also termed as descriptive ethics. So there are different terms that they have used when it comes to nominative ethics. And the third one is applied ethics. Applied ethics, most practical, uh, uh, putting into, what to say, action, your reaction to it, or how you uh, do certain things in a proactive manner. So that and all comes under applied ethics. Then descriptive ethics is the study of people belief and morality. So their strong belief, maybe even customary practices, their religious practices, their customary society related practice, fundamental practices, that and all comes under descriptive ethics. So we wind up the session for today with this, and tomorrow we discuss much more relevant to ethics in detail. Thank you all.